Hate it. I need an invite.
Alright.
Communicating with online server. Give me a second here. Oh my god, I can't believe I made it. I can't believe I made it.
That's all you have to do with that. You can't just wait. It doesn't go
I've got
that way.
the stream
Come
up
on,
on
load.
my PC by the
It
way
doesn't
already.
take this.
You got the stream up.
Right here, sitting on the
Yeah.
couch. Why did you
I'm on the
ask
comms
for
account.
it?
I'm on the comms account on PlayStation.
Okay, I
Why
sent you an
did you do
invite.
that?
I'm popping
That's all
in
you have
now.
to do. You are not old enough to go to the refrigerator yourself. Without asking.
Let's
But
go.
you're not.
Whenever it loads.
You ask. Don't just think.
I'm just getting spammed invites here. Oh no! What? What? Alright, come on. Accept, please. For the love of Atlantis, accept.
You can have the yogurt. You're fine.
Here we go. Oh my god, I made it. Alright, so are we using the PC or are we using...
Up to
Yeah.
you. It's already live on my end. I can shut it off though if you want to rip it. But up to you.
It's not up there. It's up there.
Oh, you're already live?
Okay, up there. So the cat
I
don't-
started
I'm not gonna
it because
disrupt
once I got in the lobby, there's like the stream is starting thing, so I
Alright,
just
well,
put
we'll
that
go
up.
with that.
So they shouldn't be able to. They won't be able to hear us until I switch the scene once we get started. How are you doing, man? How you been?
I'm doing alright. Dude, I was a nervous wreck last night.
Probably in the last few laps. I'm sure you were, man. I was like, I was like, wanted to see you as much as I could, but I was like, come on, just don't show him. Don't put any more stress on him. Fucking let him get across the line. And I really thought you had the podium until.
Four corners
Dude,
away.
yeah, that last lap was so painful because you could see the gap just closing. I was like, if he gets DRS, it's fucking over. Like you just know that straight is way too long. Yeah, but it was such a good race, dude. You should be happy with it.
I'm ecstatic with it. I'm not even going to complain one bit about it. Alright, if you want to rip it, that's up to, you want to rip it, I could just hit, okay, it's already live, so yeah, I'm not going to rip it.
I'll give you a day off on the cameras today, but you can still do the intro and everything like that if you care to.
I will do my little spiel of an intro.
Yeah, don't really know EU2 as well as you might by now.
Yeah. Let me get my stuff ready because, you know, they are not ready to go here. I can't believe they're not ready to go. I thought I was going to have to panic to get here late on time, and here I am. Hi, I made it. They didn't.
Yeah, I think do you usually set up the lobby or how does that work? Because Robbo was like, BK, you want to set up the lobby?
They
I was
usually
like,
set it up.
yeah, that's what I figured because we're on the AM side. Their connection's gonna be shit for host.
Yeah, they're on that, but I'm not gonna complain. Jeez, I can't believe it. But yeah, last night I'm thinking to myself, okay, P10, I'm not last. This is okay. I could live with this. As long as I get a decent jump off the start, I should be all right. And I just maintained. I stayed out of trouble. The reason why Ben caught me up so quickly the last couple laps, I had wing damage.
Yeah, it honestly, like there was some parts the gap was staying equal, and then there was just like all of a sudden a big chunk would come out, and I was like, "Fuck, that's not good." I was into that race, dude.
I was there, and I just took advantage of it. And Texas,
I was just about to bring
teammate.
him up. I was just about to bring him up, dude. Literally, like I said on the restart, this could be bad for the Red Bulls, and I saw how close he was to you. And then I'm like literally like about to look away, and he fucking dive bombed the shit out of you in turn one. And I was like, no, Texas.
Why would you do that?
And like at the time, like you don't even really know who's who. You just see like two Red Bulls, and all I could think was like, oh god, like I hope to God that wasn't Death Storm that DNF there because he was driving so well.
Nope, I survived.
Yeah.
And I had a chance.
Yep.
I'll be honest with you. I think street circuits are my my forte in this game because I was lasting in Monaco pretty well
Yeah.
until Raptors took me out.
Yeah. No,
And
it
then-
was not my best track. That's for sure. That one.
Oh. All right, who took my orange drinks? I think I'm gonna have 3 kids to yell at in about 5 seconds time.
Why are they yelling?
Did I drink 3 of these last night?
Maybe Amanda took one?
Ah, maybe.
Who's yelling?
Because you heard me say I'm gonna end up asking these kids what happened.
They didn't take one.
That's all good.
I think it was Amanda, to be honest.
So wait, who are we
Yeah, down
missing?
Beboo.
I can't see any of the EU2 shit. So
Did you ever see that Liberty commercial? Liberty Bibbity.
Oh god, I hate you.
I found Beboo.
I hate you. Not you, BK. Oh my god. So yeah.
I got the
All
cat.
right, I'm trying to see who we are missing now. I panicked and scrambled for nothing.
You better not be throwing stuff on the floor.
All right, so I'm gonna go through the list. Matty Robo.
yeah, he's here. Obviously, he's hosting the lobby.
Okay, I wasn't sure if he was hosting or if it was Jelt. Jelt in the lobby. Okay. Kepsi?
There you brother too.
Yeah, both Red Bulls are here. No Ferraris. Both Mercs
hold
are
on,
here.
Pepsi.
Alpine's here.
Jack Hockey.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
his teammate's not here. Is he in?
Valbo. Valbo is not here. Alright, so we're gonna go.
If you want, you can grab it too.
Valbo.
You want some grapes too, Noah?
I gotta find that
Andrew?
zombie.
I mean, not. No, you don't want these? You want some grapes?
You said Austin's not here too either, right?
I don't
Alright,
think so.
Valbo. No, I don't see that. That's ZN. I don't see Austin. So okay, so Valbo has an invite. Is Almanac in?
That's Mercedes, right? No, that's not.
I believe so.
Almanac isn't
Someone's
here.
got on table.
All right, Almanac
Someone's got
is
your hoodie on
next.
table.
He's not even showing online for me. All right, so Almanac, Ali Star.
Yeah, here.
Not Tom Carter, which I
Yeah.
think I saw.
Yeah, he's new. Yeah.
Konzo.
Yeah.
Konzo, okay. Borgia, I saw. Zian, we're missing. Mantis.
Mantis, I saw. Yeah.
Dere, I saw.
Yeah.
Tiske.
Yeah.
All right, so we're missing Valbo and Almanac. Valbo and Almanac.
Are we supposed to have 14? 13?
Yes, we are. 14.
14, then we're missing 3. Vabo, Almanac, and...
Oh, ZN.
and Zian. Vabo, Almanac, Zian.
Not mine. No, I didn't do the hug.
Oh my god. Alright, so it's Valbo, Almanac, and ZN is who we're missing. Perfect. God, Key. These kids! Fighting over probably nothing.
What do you think of the setup?
My setup last night?
No, like, I
Oh,
sent
the
you
setup
pics.
that you sent me this morning? Oh my god.
It's come a long way. from 2 tables to 1 table and a wheel stand now. And actually, dude, you should have seen me yesterday. I was chopping my desk apart. I like cut a chunk of wood out of it and drilled a hole through it so I could put the monitor arm on it. Just fuck it, I don't care.
You had your hoodie?
Big chunk of my desk missing now.
Yeah, I saw that. I was laughing, but that looks solid.
Why didn't you say something? Now I have to squeeze my fat ass.
Oh yeah, you can't see the chunk missing out of the desk in the picture. You can't see it unless you know it's there and you look. But yeah.
Leave it alone. Don't touch your stuff. Is it yours? No. Leave her candy alone.
Alright, Valbo needs an invite.
So do you want the way it works on PC is like it'll play like a fucking transition, kind of like a transition video. It'll like do like the contest of speed thing and then the fucking rev up the engines and then it'll show the screen. So it's like a 5-second delay from when I press live to when then I can actually see the screen and actually hear you. So do you want to like have like a 5-second countdown and then fucking like I'll hit the button and then it's like a 5-second countdown and then you go, or do you want me to be like, welcome to
just whenever you hit the button, I'll do what I do in AM3. I'll hit I hit stream, I make sure everything is legit, and then I go.
Yeah.
So that gives me enough of a delay. Yeah, that gives me enough of a delay. Oh my god.
I get that, half that to it. That's all ours. You had some, you ate some.
But yeah, freaking last night I'm like, okay, starting 10th, I'm like, okay, maybe I should have started in the back. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna die. Turn 1, I actually survived, and I'm like, ooh, okay, we'll be okay. And,
That's mine. That's mine.
guys, stop, hey, hold on, I'm monitoring kids. Alright, he's setting, Matty Robo setting up a new lobby, interesting. You kids need to stop it right now. All 3 of you. I know you're not doing anything, but I'm covering all the bases. I'm not leaving you out because them 2 are screaming. Okay, honey, you could go to the bathroom. Good grief. But yeah, freaking first lap, I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is not gonna end well. Survived it. Tito, I don't think is going to try to give me a penalty because what ended up happening, how he got his 5 seconds, I ended up trying to dive bomb him in the 6. And we both went off track. And it gave him the 5 seconds, but I never overtook him. I gave him the position, and as a matter of fact, I actually slowed down and stopped to avoid all of that.
That's a super cow.
It's my hand track design of the track, bud.
Hi guys, can I talk to them?
No, you cannot talk to them.
Hi guys, happy Friday.
It's not Friday, it's Wednesday.
What's up, Master? I'm messing like this.
My 8-year-old.
Happy birthday.
Love these kids dearly, but they drive me up a wall. Alright, new lobby's up, I'm gonna get you in.
Okay.
Can you make a milk sandy cake?
I'm not making a milkshake. And how do you know I'm talking to BK? Alright, invite sent to you, sir.
Yeah, I got one from Matthias and yourself.
Big time, talking time.
Matthias.
Matthias Robo.
But yeah, dude. And then, what? Right before the safety car, when Texas was behind me and I'm sitting in 5th,
Yeah.
I was gonna let I was gonna let Texas get by me.
Hi, DK.
Hey, come sit. I was gonna let Texas by me because he just pit, and I was gonna settle for 6th, and what would have ended up being the top 5 for me anyway. But right before I let him by, the safety car came out, and I'm like, I have to pit. Now it's gonna be me priority. Stop! I'm like, now it's gonna be me priority, so I gotta take advantage of it. And I was so damn close. Noah, stop! I don't care. We don't need a smoke detector right now. Oh, alright, so Valbo is in, so the new lobby kind of worked. So we're now back at our excuse me. We're back at our 11. Almanac, Konzo, Valbo, J-Ray, Borgia, who's in here. That's Borjito, not Tom. Carter. So we're missing 2. We're missing ZN and
Kepsi just joined, so it's just ZN now.
ZN, get your ass in here. Oh. Noah, stop it, please. Okay.
It looks like they got the ready up.
Yeah, they did.
Alright.
Okay.
You ready to rock?
When it goes to the screen and get out of this, hit it.
Okay. I shall. And then
Thank you, sir.
it's all you, right?
I will do my opening intro and my housekeeping.
You don't have to worry about points, because I have live points. I mean, I have the graphics, so I can just throw them up. And I can go over them after quali or whatever. Alright, ready? I'm going to click it now.
Alrighty, making sure everything is good to go here. Looks good on my end. Co-commentator's good on my end. Welcome everybody to the EU2 Championship here on Contest of Speed. I am Deathstorm. Today I actually have a little bit of a break from the camera work because I have Mr. BK from the AM side joining me this evening. So hello, Mr. BK.
Hello. What is going on?
I'm still shell-shocked from last night. Those of you who watched AM2, and I know some of you did, I got my highest position of the season last night. Almost a podium. I was 4 pointers short, but hey, I will take P4. I will run with it. Tonight we are running on the strip in Las Vegas. Noah, please stop. I have kids. Don't mind me. I do apologize.
3 p.m.
Noah, stop.
Listen, at 3 p.m.
Anyway, we are running at Las Vegas. Track length of 6.2 kilometers or 3.8 miles. Third longest on the calendar behind Jeddah and Spa. 17 turns with 2 DRS zones and has the big feature of the strip. Going down the Las Vegas Boulevard, it is a 1.181 mile long straightaway, which last night ended up catching me, unfortunately, on the final lap, separating me from my first podium of the season. We have a couple of new people here tonight, I believe. Actually, I see only one. That is Tom Carter. And I believe Kepsi is new. I was not here last week, so I do apologize. So if he was here last week, that is my my fault. Kepsi is in the Red Bull, Tom Carter is in the Haas. And before we get too in-depth on qualifying, I'm going to go through some housekeeping, like I normally do, with the penalty reports. There was actually no penalty reports from Silverstone. The only things were Wakanda Forever and J-Ray getting attendance reps for not showing on the grid. BK will be pulling up the points at some point, whether it be in qualifying, so I don't necessarily need to go through that just yet.
Correct. But yeah, the Kepsi did end up doing his debut last week, so this will be his second race, and I'm pretty sure he did pretty well last week. So.
Right, I don't know. I do know. Noah, please stop. He's arguing with me over 3 p.m. even though it's past 4, almost 4:30 over here in the States. Alright, so we are on... Actually, it's going to be Mr. Kepsi out on an outlap first. So, BK, I will hand it over to you, sir.
Yeah, Kepsi going to be the first one to set a lap here. Obviously, getting the dry circuit, unlike what we got in AM3, it was raining, but the game suggested slick, so a little bit less confusing for these guys. But yeah, Kepsi now just winding up, going down the third of 3 long straights in this track, just about to start his lap. So I guess we can stay on board with him and see our first lap of Las Vegas. Do you want to take us through it, Deathstorm?
Yeah. Harmon Ave, he just came off of turn 1, turn 2, very big hairpin, and then he is now heading into turns 3 and 4, which is the Rochelle Avenue intersection. This is the first VRS detection point of the lap, going down into turn 5, which makes a very good overtaking possibility or very bad dive bomb situation, depending on what race you have. Turn 6, the front foot of the pig, as I like to call it, on Westchester Drive, over here on the left-hand side. Past here, you're going to see the MSG spear on your left. Another double, very easy to slide out here, just like similar to Miami. Turn 9, turn 10 is a right-hand kink, and we are heading down Sands Avenue currently. Right-hand kink into a left-hander. This is the strip now with all the casinos and all the pomp and circumstance on the track. The longest straight on this track, the DRS detection point he just hits, going down the boulevard. Let's see what he maxes out going into the speed trap. 215, 16, 17, 18, 220 miles an hour before the breaking point of turns 14, 15, and 16. A very, very major kink. Now down Harmon Ave. He has a little bit of slipstream help for the car ahead. And Jelt is going to have I can't even think now. The benchmark of, not Jelt, Kepsi has the benchmark of a 31.8. His teammate Jelt is actually about to cross the line as well, but there is a car in front of him. Jack Hockey goes 32.3. Jelt with a 31.6. Give me 1 second, I do apologize, guys.
No worries there. Yeah, Jelta popping it into the first place. Kepsi second, all Red Bull front row. Jack Hockey now in third with Borja setting the fourth time. Who might be coming across the line now? We do have a Haas, not Tom Carter.
Yeah, debutant, not Tom Carter. Puts it P4 with a 32.6. Yeah, last night was a little strange for AM2. A lot of people were tightly compact. I had a bit of a hectic race, especially toward the end there. And me and you were just talking about that before, where, ironically enough, my Red Bull teammate committed almost mass murder into turn 1 on the restart.
Yeah, it was definitely very close. Alistar has actually DNF'd in at the end of the Las Vegas Boulevard.
Ooh.
Oh, this looks like it went a little too hot into the braking zone and might have met the wall
Into the corner.
a little bit too fast. But,
Oh, Tiske coming down. Whoa, the Alpine there of Tiske almost got impeded by his own teammate by the look of it. Tiske is going to be one of the next ones across the line. We'll see what he has going for him. His time will be a 32.2. Puts him on the second row of the grid, right in front of Jack Hockey. I do believe that Jack Hockey is still the EU2 championship leader after last week. Is that correct, or am I wrong?
ooh, to be confirmed after this qualifying session, because I honestly can't remember. He won the race last week, so it could be a safe bet.
Yeah, he was the championship leader going into last week, so we will go into more in depth, as I've said, with point standings between qualifying and the race. A little bit of note, just like the rest of cost action previously this week, formation lap has been turned off for the remainder of the season due to issues in the EU4 race on Monday.
Yeah, caught me a little bit off guard on our race. I completely forgot, even though I put the settings in myself, as Konzo goes at 33.0. But yeah, you have to be ready for those lights to go out. It's once you're in the car and everybody's ready up, they're going out. So a little bit different from what we're used to with having a nice formation lap to get settled in and then park the car in the grid slot, which I find is definitely a good part of the races, is having to park your car and angle it the right way and get as close as you can to the front and without invalidating. So it's a good little feature. Too bad we don't have it anymore.
Yeah, I like the formation lap because I could go through the tires, I could go through the starting grid, any other final notes that I have in between quali and the race, I usually go through there. But hey, we got to improvise, we got to go with what we have, and what we have is what we have, and that's going to be the end of that. Go to your room, because you just kicked your sister. Go to your room, please and thank you. Yeah, my 8-year-old just kicked my 7-year-old. So yeah, he is grounded. So a little bit of update in the Deathstorm house. He is grounded. Till Kingdom Come. Matty Robo, I have a feeling tonight might be one of those nights where Matty Robo's going to do this and not set a quali lap, and he's going to find himself onto the podium.
We'll see. He's
he
probably
has a habit of doing that on street tracks.
Probably also just having a little bite to eat. It's typical for him, eating in the first little bit of quali.
Absolutely. First round of quali seems to be completed. Red Bull still lock out the front row. Tiske's P3 in the Alpine. Jack Hockey, that's a bit of a surprise, him on the outside of the second row. He is now on actually his second lap. Let's see what he has going through the twisting and winding part of this Las Vegas circuit. Sector 1 is, even though with the straight into turn 5, is the technical part of the track. After Sector 1, Sector 2 is pretty much flat out. Sector 3 has just that little kink and is just flat out from there. So if you can nail a good Sector 1 on this track, as long as you have the downforce or the straight line speed, you're good on this course.
Yep, absolutely. Got through the tricky bit, sets a purple sector. He's up by a 10th on his lap right now, Jack Hockey. Needs to find a bit more here. It's all dependent on this exit I find on this corner, because that's pretty much all this sector is one turn and the exit down the long straight. So can make or break your lap time with a bad exit.
Yeah, that's where I clipped my wing up, and Jack Hockey kind of just does the same on turn 13, which is a very weird place to hit the wall, but if you hug that left-hand side too much and cut it, it's very possible to do that. I missed Jack Hockey's Sector 2 time.
He was up by just under a 10th. He hit the wall there?
Yeah, he hit the wall on the exit of 16, and he just aborts the lap. So he definitely does not have a piece of his wing there.
Tiske in the pits, so it's going to be Borja coming to the line here, and he jumps up with his teammate up in a P3 with a 1:32.2. Next across the line looks to be the Ferrari of Vabo. He's invalidated and restarting.
Yes.
Tom
The
Carter now
Haas of
crossing the
Tom
line.
Carter. Almost actually invalidated out of 17. That's a weird place to invalidate a lap. Liliana.
Oh,
Can
Mantis
you
just
stop,
jumped up in a
please?
10th. I was trying to find him before he crossed the line, but he set his first lap 1:32.9, so very, very tight, honestly. Just from P3 back, just a second, less than a second splitting the whole entire field, and then you've got the Red Bulls, only ones into the 31s at the moment, stretching their legs.
Yeah. I thought I was content with a 32.9 in my quali, my time trial setup, which I actually just bumped up a couple for the race in quali last night, which actually was very stable for me. I had a mid 33 in quali, and again, it was P10, but I had a stable car. I didn't really have any issues.
Yeah, looks
Except
like
for driver error, of course.
the Aston Martin of Almanac had a little bit of an issue in his lap. He aborted. Kepsi also aborted, but Gillet's looking to improve here, and he just does that. 1:31.548. So Kepsi must have had a little mistake on his lap because he did drain a bunch of ERS to get around most of the track, but had a bit of an issue and decided to call it at the end of the day for that lap.
Yeah. How close to the 30s do you think guys are going to get as Valvo jumps Tepsi into P2 in the Ferrari by 3/1000ths of a second, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, how close do you think Jack Hockey or Jelt is going to get to that 31.0 threshold?
I mean, it's still a half a second off right now, and that 31.0 is a freaking fast lap time. So 31.5, I think they can be happy with that at the moment. We'll see how much closer they get. I think they can at least chop off another 10th or two, but the 31.0 mark is a tough one to get to on this track, especially in quality. Can you check if Konzo's on a fly right now? I'm on board with J-Ray. He just started a lap.
Konzo is confirmed to be down by over a second, so he is not on a flyer. He might be doing a double out lap.
Yeah, I think everybody is coming into the pits that's in Sector 3 now.
And Konzo invalidated out of Sector 3 anyway, it looked like. So he is coming in now. He's going to have one last crack at it. I did watch the AM2 stream last night, and you guys were talking about the pit entry between you and Mr. Cam. The entry wasn't the problem with seeing things. It's the pit limiter line, which is in that little kink. That's very easy to overshoot, and if you're not careful, that could be a 5-second penalty automatically. J-Ray is coming down the strip right now. We'll see what his Sector 2 split is. He is actually down a quarter of a second, so he will be more than likely aborting that lap.
Yep.
3 minutes and change left, I believe, in quali. So guys are going to be coming out within the next minute or so to set their final flying laps. Kepsi is already out, Tiske is already out, and Mantis is already out.
Yep.
Yeah, J-Ray just dove right in, so he's not going to waste any time. He's going to sit and wait for a minute and then come out with a little over 2 minutes to spare, I would assume.
Looks like Tiske is going to be our first driver setting his final lap here, and then we'll get Kepsi about halfway through his lap on his run. 2:45 to go.
Okay, Kepsi is actually going down the strip as I speak. He is just grinding it in fourth gear, saving the ERS, saving the battery, saving the tires, saving a little bit of everything. He's going to have one crack at this. He only has 0.3 of a second to make up to get back on a provisional pole.
Tiske keeping it nice and clean through the little Mickey Mouse section of this track. It's definitely not my favorite sequence of turns, but
if you get it right, like the sequence in Miami, that's what it reminds me of. To be honest with you,
Yep.
if you get it right, then your lap time drops down exponentially, and that was a little catawampus through turn 12 there.
Yeah, it looked like he was just matching his personal best so far, so we'll see the split as he comes across the sector time here on the Las Vegas Boulevard. Still
A little under a tenth.
equal with his time.
A little under a tenth of a second slower, but he could get that back with a good turn 16 there, and it looked like he got a decent exit, riding the wall but not clipping it, heading into turn 17 flat out, and he marginally does better his time, but he's still P5. The next driver to cross the line is, well, he said start his lap is going to be Borgia.
I'm on board with Kepsi right now, midway through his lap. Let's see what he can do. One of the
Matty Robo's actually out on track. He's just starting his flying lap. This is his one and done. So whatever happens here, Matty's either going to be P12 or somewhere else on the grid, and that's going to be where he is. Looks like danger out of turn 5.
Looks like Kepsi and Jelt are working together there, getting Kepsi a little bit of a slipstream down the straight, and Jelt's just winding up for his lap. He's got about 30 seconds to make it to the line, so looks like this will be nice and clean and very well executed for the Red Bulls. Let's see what kind of a time Kepsi can put up here.
On board with Kepsi, boom, puts it P2, a tenth behind. He's got his teammate right behind him. He's gonna probably try to play the slipstream game, I would imagine. I'm on board with
improved by 4 tenths there.
I'm on board with Jill as Kepsi backs out of it a little bit. Qualifying is now over. Jill going into turn 5 now. Our provisional pole sitter, who still has a 10th clear of Kepsi. The most dangerous person out on track is, I thought it would have been Jack Hockey, but he is only P4.
Yeah, was on board with him as he crossed the line. Looked like a good improvement there, but not enough to crack into the top row. But second row still for the Alfa Romeo driver. Both Alpines coming to the line now. Looks like Borges first and Tiske after. They stay where they are. And we've got Matty Robbo now jumping up to P10.
Mr. Matty Robbo, are you channeling your inner Jetstorm strategies there?
Ooh, knocked Tom Carter.
Cough.
Jumps into the second row, bumps Jack Hockey down, and looked like Konzo actually DNF'd right before the Las Vegas Boulevard. So Almanac takes the line. Mantis, I don't know, that's going to be J-Ray who takes the line next, and he is 8th. And Vabo, maybe the one of the last cars to compete for pole, doesn't do it. What can Jilt do? He jumps into the pits, doesn't need to improve.
Out. Kepsi is out of fuel.
Kepsi may or may not be out of fuel.
We can neither confirm or deny that the Red Bull of Kepsi is out of fuel. Cornish Mantis is into the pit, so now we just wait on Red Bull number 2, Mr. Kepsi.
Yep, and I think this could be a decent time to pull up the standings from last week. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Let's get the last week results up on the screen there now. Obviously, Jack Hockey took the win. Laser Shadow, I think that was his debut race, coming P2, Borja P3, Jelta P4, Konzo P5, Almanac P6, Kevin Cal P7, Mantis P8, Kepsi P9, and Pookie P10. That's the top 10 for that race. Jack Hockey getting the fastest lap, so obviously 26 points for him, which could be the reason, let's pull up the driver standings now, that Mr. Jack Hockey has remained in the lead of the driver's standings. He's got 174 points to Jelt's 157, followed by Ali Star in third at 108. Still some tight battles all the way up the grid though. Konzo 84 and P4, Pookie with 62, Matty Rubbo with 46, Vabo just behind with 45, J Ray 37, Borja just behind with 35, and gets even more tight at the further you go down. So definitely the fight for the championship right now between Jelt and Jack Hockey. That's the important one to watch for the race. And yeah. Furthermore,
Yeah.
pull up the constructors while we still have. Oh no, we'll go over the quality results here. It just popped up. So you want to lead us through quality results?
Go for it. We got Jelt in P1, Kepsi rounding out the Red Bull front row lockout in P2, Valbo P3 in the Ferrari, not Tom Carter on his debut in P4 in the Haas, Jack Hockey, the championship leader, P5, Tiske P6, Borja P7, J Ray P8, Almanac P9, Cornish Mantis in P10, Matty Robo in definitely pulling out the famous Deathstorm strat in P11. Konzo P12 and Alistar P13 not setting a lap time, unfortunately. I believe he was the first DNF of the session. As always, comments, safety cars, podium predictions, name it, put it in the chat. We'll discuss it. As for me, because I'm not technically the camera guy tonight, I don't see anybody touching Jelt, and that's including his teammate. I'm going to go Jelt, Valbo P2, and I'm going to go Jack Hockey P3.
That's a solid prediction. I'm gonna have to take a look at the grid before I make. Well, I guess we don't have time. There's no formation lap. But quickly here, Red Bull is in the lead of the constructors with 212. Alfa Romeo close behind 177. Mercedes and Williams both tied at 155 for third, so that's quite interesting there for that little fight. McLaren 88, Ferrari 85, Alpine 73, Aston Martin 63, AlphaTauri 60, and Haas with 50. So that's the points out of the way. But I agree with you. I think Jelt's going to take this win. God, I think Vabo looked good too. I think I'll flip Kepsi and Vabo. I think that'll be the top three. Jelt,
So you're going
Vabo,
Red Bull
Kepsi.
1-2?
No, 1-3. Oh, here we go. 5 red lights. And we are off for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Looks like Jelt got a decent start, but Vabo is already alongside Kepsi, and he's going to make the move into turn 1. Haas is going off. Alpha
chaos.
going off. Oh my god, a little bit of chaos at the back. Let's jump on board with the AlphaTauri now. Looks like the top 3. Vabo getting the best of Kepsi, but Jelt and Kepsi still in the top 3. All seems to settle down back here. Jack Hockey lost a space. Alistar making up a couple spaces. Ooh, and Alistar going on the inside of Jack Hockey. And Kepsi losing another spot to J-Ray.
Oh, Jerry looks pretty pacey too right now at the moment. Now, while this first lap is going on, we were going through the points. EU2 is not going to be decided this week because of how close it is. We already know that some of the drivers' championships has been decided. We have an EU4 champion in Lewis Racer in the Ferrari. The AM3 Constructors Championship was locked up on Monday night by virtue of a race ban that was being served, but the Drivers' Championship is still well in play there, BK.
It is very much, and we've got 3 cars here fighting for position down the Las Vegas Boulevard. Kepke dropping down quickly, and J-Ray makes up another position, so AlphaTauri just making his way up smoothly while Kepsi's dropping back.
Kepsi's dropping way back already. Jack Hockey is looking really good right now for his podium at the moment. Jelt sets the fastest lap with a 39.6. Of course, being the first lap and all makes sense. The one thing that I had not noticed yet, we have the current top 4 all on medium compound tires. Almanac, Kepsi, and Alistar on the hards. That may explain a lot for Kepsi. From 8th all the way down to 11th, so that's Tiske, Borja, Tom Carter, and Konzo mediums. Mantis on the hards and Matty Ribble on the mediums, and that's your tire starting grid.
Yeah, Kepsi obviously on the hards, everybody behind him on the mediums. Oh, Almanac struggling to keep that car together, but managed to do so. Losing a little bit of time to Jack Hockey ahead, just trying to pull out of the DRS before it becomes enabled here. But yeah, it looks like Vabo is pressuring J-Ray as well as we go to the long straight.
Here we go. Very, very simple corner in theory, but very complicated in execution.
Yep, I agree. That is one of the tougher ones with the ABS off, and Vabo is pulling alongside the AlphaTauri now.
Nice move by the Ferrari.
Yeah,
Showing
nicely
his
done.
muscle early, but he overshoots the corner, keeps it on the track without getting into the wall. Nice move by the Ferrari, goes into P2. J-Ray's back into P3. Jack Hockey is all over the gearbox of J-Ray on the inside of 17. Let's see what the Alfa Romeo has. Going into turn 1, he's going to have a DRS on the Ferrari ahead. So is J-Ray, as a matter of fact, but J-Ray gets loose out of going into the intersection.
And we've got a
Jack
Red Bull that's
Hockey
out.
has all.
Kepsi is lost in turn 1. He's down at the back. Just a yellow flag though, no safety car, so good news for the rest of the field, but that's terrible news for Kepsi.
No, we need Red Bull to show up. Especially on the EU side, Red Bull has been struggling with the exception of EU2. So hopefully now with Jill actually having a teammate make a late charge, I've magically found form in AM2.
And we've got a couple trains forming here, one behind Almanac and one behind Vabo, it looks like. Jelt is loving this. He's just a second and a half ahead, hoping to God that those guys behind him don't gain any more, but I think DRS is now enabled, so we'll see how many positions Almanac loses down this straight with a few eager cars behind.
2.
That's 1. That's 2.
2.
Can the Alpine gain enough? I don't think so.
No, but he's all over the gearbox.
Yeah, that is just the crazy power of that straight. Even if they look like they're not going to be a threat, by the end of it, they're right with you. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened to me last night. I know you were alluding to that in the Twitch chat, trying to have me hold off Ben or trying to have him go by, whatever, play a little bit of DRS chicken in a way. My thought process was, with the damaged wing, I wanted to beat him on track fairly. So best place for me to try to do that was stay out front, but I didn't have the ERS on the final lap, and that's what happened.
Yep.
And I lost it all on the Vegas strip.
Yep. That is so long.
But I was playing with house money anyway. I don't think anybody expected me up into the in contention for a podium place.
Yep. It was a pretty sweet race, honestly. It was a good one. Probably your best of the season?
Yes, it was. To date. Next week is going to be fun too. Hungary is one of my strong tracks.
Now let's check in with the fight for P2. All of these drivers are going to have DRS on each other, so J-Ray and Jack Hockey will have the advantage slightly against Vabo.
J-Ray fell off the back a little bit. I don't think J-Ray has DRS.
He did. He must have made a mistake in that corner. He was right there with him. Must have lost it before the detection point, but there you have it. Jack Hockey jumps in front of Vabo, and he's 1.2 behind his championship rival, Jelt.
This is gonna be huge. We're going down to the nitty gritty. This is round 13. We have tonight. I believe next week is Hungary, and then we have the break week. But the major thing with the break week is EU2 has a rerun.
Ooh. Yeah, they missed one race.
And guess what race it was?
Which one? Monza, right?
Imola.
Oh,
It
Imola.
was Imola.
Just like real life.
Actually, let me confirm that.
Oh, there's a big accident in the back. Oh, no!
No! It was Borgia. No!
I just caught the tail end of it. You could just see the back end. Oh, yeah, safety car is out now. I think there's multiple cars involved in that. Let's see if we can see any front wings missing. Looks like Konzo's good.
Go ahead.
Mantis is good. I don't really see any broken wings there, but hard to tell what happened.
And actually, I'm wearing orthopedic shoes and standing corrected. It wasn't Imola that was postponed. It was Monaco.
Oh.
Oh, my daughter's yelling about something being tied, and it looks like it was tied to a glove. And I'm not sure what's going on here.
You have to blow it up and then you have to tie it.
I
PW
can't blow
Jones
this
noting
up.
that
There's no way.
Hard should make it to the end from here, and we do have Jelt, the leader, coming into the pits. 2 and 3 into the pits. J-Ray also into the pits. Almanac goes around. He's the first one on the hards to stay out.
And to answer your question, yes, hards can go 20 laps. So safety car coming in, that's basically at least 20 laps right there. Boom. These guys that are going onto the hard compound tires don't need to pit for the rest of the race, with the exception of any safety cars or anything like that. J-Ray going on the soft compound tires is gambling on another safety car.
That is a bit of an interesting decision.
I mean, he's kind of buried into the pack right now in P8. I would have went for the long game. And kind of followed suit. And to be honest with you, last night, I noticed, because I started on the medium compound tire.
Oh, what?
If I didn't get the damage that I did right before I was gonna pit, I could have gone at least 17 laps on the medium compound tires.
Yeah. Oh, what's happening? Why is Almanac backing off the safety car?
I'm wondering if there was an illegal overtake taking place there. Jeez. So yeah, Mr. BK, safety car topic? I'll leave it up to you, sir.
Man. I'm not sure. There's a lot that can happen now when you look at the grid. Honestly, it's not even like thinking of a random safety car topic. Just looking at this race, I was trying to figure out, what's going to happen the rest of the way here. We've got a bunch of guys. The top 4 obviously haven't pitted, and then everybody else has. Kepsi is back in the front, but on those 5-lap older hards, and he still has yet to pit. So, it's kind of interesting. He got brought back in, but he's not in the best position. Jack Hockey is right behind his championship rival, so and we'll see. I think in terms of the race, anything can happen from here on out. Everybody is brought back together, and there was a little bit of. It was mostly clean, and then the incident happened. So we'll see with everybody close together what this brings out in everybody. Usually a little bit more aggressive off the start of safety cars and whatnot. So we'll see. I think, yeah, the safety cars definitely helped those that were on the mediums that could just go to the hards and use their tire change. People like Kepsi, Mantis, and Almanac might be on a bit of a back foot for the rest of the race now. So, but it'll be interesting to see the faster, fresher tires try to come through as we get restarted here shortly after this lap.
Yeah, we're going to be getting going very momentarily.
Yeah.
As you've already mentioned, yeah, there's just a lot of storylines just in this race alone. How many points can Gelt right now gain on the EU2 championship? Can Jack Hockey overtake him and gain more championship points with what will be 4 rounds to go because of the postponement of the Monaco Grand Prix? So we got to run that. It's Hungary, then it would be Monaco, Qatar, and Spa to round out the season. So that's looking ahead as far as the EU2 championship is concerned. And it's all to play for, and it starts right here at the strip. In real life as well, Vegas is next on the Formula One schedule. And for guys like me, 10 o'clock on a Saturday night when I have to go in for a Sunday morning early is kind of brutal. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I couldn't help but notice that the Las Vegas Grand Prix is, for me, is literally at the exact same time as the Japanese Grand Prix. So, um, that'll just like for
Huh?
one being on it, like because they moved it a day earlier, being on a Saturday. Because if it was on a Sunday in Vegas, then it would be like at night. It would be technically Monday. But we're going now. We're going green. Almanac's away. Tom Carter's right
Ooh.
on the back. What?
Oh, what happened there?
I'm very confused. They're going slowly again. Wait.
Safety car glitch. No! Oh my god.
Safety car glitch. No!
Wait. Maybe because it was a late call, maybe it's gonna come. Maybe. Oh my god. If it doesn't come in this lap, then there's definitely a safety car glitch. And I gotta consult the rule book.
We're
Bear with me for 2 seconds. Stay on stream. Bear with me for a couple of seconds here.
we're 32%
We're
of
more
the way
than-
through.
That may constitute as half points. Give me a
After
second.
safety car? Half points after safety car?
It would be half points because we finished over 25% of the race. Actually, it came out at what, lap 5?
The safety car did come out a few laps before this, right? Yeah.
Yes. So lap 5. Okay. Give me a second. Game. It's going to be under setting 3. It looks like gaming issues.
Alright, well, the Almanac has let the safety car get further ahead of him again.
Start of the third lap. Race will be started after the third lap. I'm gonna consult rules 3.5.2 and then 3.5.4. Should a lobby collapse occur?
Oh, looks like
before
we're
the
green. Looks like we're
starting
green.
the third lap?
Safety car went in, and
Okay.
the Almanac is pushing. I think we're okay.
Okay, so that was just a weird spot for that to happen. But in this case, and for your own safety and well-being because of what happened last year, Rule 3.5.2, should a safety car or a lobby collapse occur before the leader has started the third lap, the race will be restarted with the original grid. If that rehappens again for the second time, the race will be canceled and rerun is by admin's discretion.
Oh, Kepsi's completely sideways! Oh no, what's happened?
No! He is... Oh no. Same spot that Potty binned it last night in AM2.
I think he might have had a bit of help there. I was watching the rear wing of J-Ray, and I could just look like someone might have been involved in that. They were the top. I think it was Mantis, Hockey, and Babo were all super close together going into the end of the DRS straight there.
Jeez.
And Jelt's making quick work of the two ahead. He's already passed Tom Carter, and he's working on Almanac now. So those fresh tires are definitely going to be working for him.
Yeah, he is already checked out. But no, as I was going with 3.5.4, if after the third lap and before the leader has started the first lap after 75% has been reached, half points would be awarded, and then after 75%, it is full points.
Jelt making the move on
So
Almanac.
at any point, if anything happens now, because now that the question mark is out there, half points would be awarded.
Yeah, but Jelt just absolutely taking off on that restart. He was down 3-4 positions and already back up in the first, getting past Tom Carter, getting past Almanac, his teammate Kepsi. And now he can control the race from there. So Jack Hockey is the one that needs to make a bit of inroads here. He's under pressure from J-Ray as well, who looked quite racy. So Jelt obviously just getting a little bit of a better jump and leaving that group behind.
This is actually huge for Jelt right now. He's in the lead. J-Ray, who does have pace, is putting Jack Hockey under pressure. Ooh, J-Ray makes a mistake. He makes a huge mistake letting Jack Hockey off the hook there. It doesn't look like he has significant wing damage from what I see.
3 wide down the straight, Vabo and the 2 AlphaTauris.
Oh my god! Valbo threading the needle there.
Oh, he's got some competition in the corner.
Inside. Oh man, they straightened themselves out real quick. It could have been a potential 6-car pileup.
No DRS enabled this lap.
Good grief.
Ooh, Vabo and J-Ray side by side in turn 1.
Right behind them too, 2x2.
What a move, J-Ray. Oh, another slider in the back. He looked like Mantis might have gotten out of shape, but he's safe. Alistar, 3 wide.
Going into turn 5. Possibly 4. Oh my god. This is for the fringe points. This is chaotic scenes right now as we're just approaching halfway through.
Oh my goodness, this fight in the back is crazy. Everybody looks like they're faster than everybody in front of them. Tripping over each other.
That's what a DRS train, especially around a track like this, is going to do. You have the 2 long straights, and then wham.
And what's going to happen now? J-Ray, the head of the snake, he's not going to have DRS on Hockey ahead of him, although he's done a really good job to claim back some ground on him. Jack Hockey goes ahead of Tom Carter. That move looks to be done. Yeah. So J-Ray was the head of this queue before the straight, and he's lost 2 positions just down that straight alone. So, yeah, 2-3 positions.
Just shows you that this track is just OP and DRS land here. And to be honest with you, Valbo is within DRS range of Almanac, which means we're going to have a DRS train from 2nd all the way down to 8th at this point.
Yeah, it's getting hectic now. And all the while, Jelt has found himself a nice 4-second gap in the first 4 laps of this restart. So, absolutely taking off.
We got a big Red Bull sandwich. If you look at it.
Yeah,
Red Bull far ahead, packed craziness, and then Red Bull far behind.
Yep. This isn't AM1. Why is it a Red Bull sandwich?
E. Warren, shade thrown at you, sir. Let it be known, I currently have more points in AM2 than he has in AM1. I love busting on that, man. It's fun.
Whoa! Whoa, pause. You love busting on that, man?
He's fun to make fun. He is fun to make fun of and make jokes about.
It's round 2.
Not
Someone clip it. Someone clip it. You said something weird last week.
I hate you. I hate you all. I hate you all so much. Of course you will, DK. Oh, good grief.
Oh, man. Vabo on the inside of Tom Carter here. Oh, he's on the outside now. Gets much better traction with the DRS. He's going to get that move stick. So Jack Hockey pieced out a little bit from this train. It's starting to break up a bit. Vabo was quick in qualifying, so Tom Carter obviously elected to stay out on those older tires and when everybody else pitted. So not surprising to see a little bit more performance out of Vabo right now, and he's looking to stay within reach of Jack Hockey. Just 2 seconds back now, but it's coming down.
Tom Carter is actually sitting there. He's in a decent position, whatnot. He's just over a second back of that DRS train.
Alistar got by J-Ray there in the fast section before the DRS straight. But he's going to be under pressure now. He does have a bit of DRS to help him. And as does Almanac, thankfully ahead of him. Tom Carter now is going to be under pressure from a whole bunch of cars in a few laps time if he cannot climb back into that DRS with Babo. Because, like you said earlier, it is all the way down to 10th place, that DRS train. They're all there.
Oh my god, they are still fighting like cats and dogs. This is just absolutely crazy. We alluded to this potential prior, I believe, in EU3 and in AM2 of this happening, because everyone's within like a tenth of a second of each other on pace. It's absolutely crazy, and it looks like Konzo, or no, it was the Tiske that fell off the back a little bit.
Tiske might have fallen off the back a little bit, but Konzo is locking up the rears just slightly into turn 1, and I feel like I can comment on that because I did that about 10 times in a turn 1 on my race, and man, it is just a tricky corner, that first turn.
Oh,
J-Ray! I got a great view of this on board from Konzo, and he gets a bit of a jump on them because they were fighting over each other so much. Almost made the move around the outside, but had no room. All the while, though, Tiske...
That was borderline insanity there.
Yeah, exactly. All the while, though, Tiske is still just waiting for something to happen here. Looks like Almanac blinking his ERS light ahead, and he isn't within DRS range of Alistar. You know, who is...
making that look elementary.
Yeah, who is making inroads, though, is Vabo, down to 1.5, while Jack Hockey has drifted another second back from Jelt, so... Looks like the fight for P2 is going to be on in a few laps' time. Almanac completely out of ERS at this point.
Yeah, Konzo was able to get past Almanac.
And you see a Ferrari pitting.
Get to the corner. Yeah, but Konzo got to that corner over Almanac faster than John Goodman did on a Thanksgiving turkey and Thanksgiving dinner.
Looks like Tom slaps on some hards, along with J-Ray, Almanac, Vabo, and Corners Mantis, all pitting on the same lap there.
On the hard compound tire?
J-Ray, Almanac...
Unless they don't have a set of softs.
J-Ray, Almanac, Vabo, and Mantis are all on the mediums, and Tom Carter has hopped on the hards. He had not pitted yet, though, so he had to switch his compound up, I believe. But, yeah, that prediction for the fight for P3 being on, or P2 being on, is definitely fizzled out now. Jack Hockey's on the 9-lap old hards. He's going to be able to carry those to the end. It's whether or not Vabo will be able to close in that much to overtake him, which is a tough ask at this point.
That's a long way to go.
Tiske is putting Konzo under pressure down the straight, though. Easy pass. Matty Rabo sitting very healthy on his ERS right now. He's getting closer to Konzo, but doesn't make the move.
It looked like Matty was about to jump into the wall. You know, and I keep on alluding to these guys earlier in the
Whoa!
season.
Huge crash! Almanac and Tom Carter there in the braking zone at the end of the straight. I don't know what happened. It just came together. Tom Carter's trying to get going again.
Good grief! The Haas definitely. I don't think the Haas has a front wing now.
I would be surprised.
And he just dove into the pits. Very, very late, by the way. I don't know if you caught that.
No, I was off of him by then.
Yeah, he dove into the pits very, very late there, it looked like.
Konzo is all over the back of Tiske. through the slow section of the track. Gonna have that DRS assistance. Don't think anything that Tiske will do will stop this Williams from passing him. And what of the Mercedes behind? Matty Robbo. He is a little bit behind Konzo, but with the DRS, I wouldn't be surprised if he catches up to Tiske here. There goes Konzo.
Oh, good grief.
And here comes Matty.
Is gone.
Don't-
Konzo is gone.
No, not gonna have enough.
Tiske went defensive, and it was just enough. Matty Robo's hanging tight in the Mercedes there. He doesn't want Konzo to get away, though. That's going to be the big fight that Matty Robo has. He's definitely getting hit by Tiske. Also, Tiske might actually stay with Konzo through into turn 5, and that's going to be imperative or very important for both of these drivers this next lap. And Tiske does have DRS, so he's going to hold on to the position for now. It's just how close he can get to Konzo.
Yeah.
And 6/10, 5/10, a little over 6/10, almost 7 now. Konzo ran a little wide into 6, or into 7 rather, I should say. And this is going to be huge now because Konzo did not break DRS, and unless Tiske completely destroys turn 12, he's going to have a shot at him down the strip. And the Alpine keeps it nice and tidy through the corner. Here we go, round 3 coming up.
From 7/10 back.
Where's the MGM Grand Garden Arena? Because we're going to need some cages and a boxing ring.
He's going for it.
Holy crap! Oh! The Alpine gets bumped a little bit, but manages to hang on. Pretty soon we're gonna have Drago and Apollo Creed potentially. Throwing the Rocky 4 reference in there now.
Yeah, it's a nice little fight for P4 right now, and J-Ray is be the first one of those that pitted on lap 15, and he is 10 seconds back of this fight at the moment with just over 7 to go. So the likes of Vabo and J-Ray, who were in that fight earlier, that pit stop may have just completely unraveled
Never mind, I was
the
making
race.
something. Put that back in the fridge. Save for later.
Pizza bagels. This is ironically what I was going to make the kids for dinner. That worked out very well. Anyway, lap 18. This battle for P4 is very hotly contested. Jelt is knitting a sweater up front.
Yeah, I just wonder if Alistar on the 12-lap-old mediums, is he going to be able to hold on to those with enough performance to hold this fight for P4 back? Because he's not too far down the road now.
No, he's not. Oh, Matty Robo, no, he's gonna stay behind and stay on a healthy DRS or ERS battery technique here. He has over 70%, while Tiske and Konzo are absolutely crippled in comparison.
Yeah, it looks like Alistar has dropped half a second since we mentioned him, and we've got a yellow flag in the back. Tom Carter, maybe missing the braking before the Las Vegas Boulevard. Managed to keep the car going though. I know
Right now, you never know what can happen.
Yeah, I know for anybody that's in the top few drivers now, especially Jelt, any sort of yellow flag just gives you a mini heart attack in the car, because that's the last thing that you want. You're almost, well, there you go. He's 7 seconds ahead now, just as I was about to say that, and checked out of the race. Nothing can stop him now, except for that safety car. So
yeah, this is gonna look like a Red Bull win by the looks of it, but we'll see. There's still 7 laps to go here.
And Tiske may
Konzo's-
have lost the DRS of Konzo. I think you're just about to say that. Maddie's going to have the advantage now. He's using the battery. He wants to use that DRS to slingshot him into the DRS of Konzo. So he can keep in that fight for P4 here.
Boom. Boom. There it is. Move. Done. Matty Robo. Going. He's
And he's
inside the
within that
1 second
second.
range. And Konzo ran a little wide. Oh my god, Konzo lost it!
Oh!
Oh! Wow! Matty Robo threads the needle through. Konzo loses it completely. Makes contact with Tiske. Matty Robo ended up making a 2-for-1 special here in the buffet in the MGM Grand.
Yeah, he did not waste any time with that. He got the move done on Tiske when he needed, and then obviously Konzo just a little deep there, having to pit. Now Tiske is fighting back on Matty Robo and actually gains that position, but this is going to last to the very end, isn't it? It's going to be these two fighting for that last position.
And this is actually helping Alistar maintain that podium position.
Absolutely.
He's now 3 seconds. He's now 3 seconds ahead of this battle. J-Ray is 5.5, almost 6 seconds away from this battle as well. So
But that
it looks like
was-
the top 5 are pretty secure.
That was 10 seconds just a few laps ago. He's gaining about a second a lap, I'd say, on this group. So he and Vabo are going to rock up to the back of this group, and they better be ready.
Yeah, I think Matty Robo is ready. He's got ERS for days, and he's actually out of that group that you just mentioned, all the way down to Cornish Mantis in 9th. Matty Robo has the better of the ERS situation.
Yeah, you can just see that AlphaTauri appearing in the back of the picture down the straight. But yeah, Matty doing a beautiful race management at this point in time. Has all his ERS that he needs. He knows that those guys are probably coming, but as long as he can maintain some level of ERS, he should be able to fight them.
Absolutely. Right now, 57% compared to Tiske 30, J-Ray 14, Valbo 11, 13, and Almanac is completely dry at 8. Oh, Tiske is fighting it on the inside, making the double move. Doesn't make it stick. Matty Robo, that was imperative for Matty Robo's race. Now, what's going to end up happening for Matty Robo is if he could get out of the DRS of Tiske, and that'll be a lock. That'll be a lock for P4 if he could get out of it. But it's not going to happen this lap. He's 4/10 only adrift. Going down the down Sands Avenue into the boulevard we go.
All the while that the gap from J-Ray behind to Tiske is coming down, the gap ahead to Alistar is also coming down. So who knows what kind of a fight we're in for in these last few laps. There's going to be Alistar, Matty Robo, Tiske, J-Ray, Vabo potentially all fighting for the final podium position.
Here it comes. Safety. Oh wait, yellow flag. I don't know. That might have been an illegal overtake in the yellow flag zone. Tiske might have to.
Oh
that
no, it's
position back.
Jelt! Jelt when it spun out. Jelt spun out. That's what the yellow is for.
No.
No.
Tiske is not getting a penalty for an illegal overtake in the yellow flag zone. That's weird.
Oh, Jack Hockey has claimed the lead of this race just by his, like, the sheer luck of Jelt spinning out. We said there's nothing that could stop that win from coming except for a safety car. I didn't want to say driver error because I know that could be one thing, but a mistake did come out, and now he is 2.5 seconds back. We saw he had the pace over Jack Hockey throughout most of this race. Can he climb back in the last few laps, or is Jack Hockey just gifted this win?
We'll see. It's 2.4. Alistar is there. Let's see. They got a couple laps to go. And if Jilt is a little faster, he might be better served to have Alistar work with him to try to reel in Jack Hockey. We'll see.
Yeah,
This podium may have just gotten very spicy.
It can get spicy just like that. 0 to 100. Tiske now leading Matty Robbo by just over a second. He's only 2 and a bit back from Alistar. So, yeah, I think you're right. I think if Jelt's smart here, he doesn't want to use ERS. He knows that Alistar is going to get him no matter what he does. Oh, Alistar is flapping his DRS at Jelt. So maybe he doesn't want to overtake him. Maybe he knows that Jelt has the pace and he's just letting him go.
Yeah, very well could be.
Matty Robbo found himself back within touch of Tiske.
Yes, he did. Oh, I got 3 kids and they're just going to fight all afternoon. All 3 kids are grounded. All 3 of them. They're going into their rooms after this, and Deathstorm is dropping a hammer. Oh, good grief. Alistar is hanging back. Jelt is only, it's now at 2 seconds just about. He's not gaining that much time. But 2 seconds with 3 laps to go isn't anything to sneeze at. Just ask Cars Ben last night.
2 seconds, if he wants this to work, I think Alistar has to overtake him. Because the DRS is so powerful, he'll gain on Jack Hockey by almost a second. They need to work together if they want to catch Jack Hockey at this point. Jelt is using his ERS though. DRS is open on Alistar, and it's closed again.
It was down to 1.9. It was down to 1.9 momentarily. Matty Robbo and Tiske are still fighting for P4. J-Ray is coming as well. He is closing on that gap. It's now 2.5 seconds. We may have a battle for P1 through P3 and then P4 through P7. Kepsi found himself back into the points after everything that has happened to him, so the Red Bull right now are looking good for a double points finish. As well as the Mercedes duo of Matty Robbo and Alistar.
Yeah. Alistar's tires have to be falling off a cliff now. 18 laps on the mediums. Oh, man. Yeah, 1.8 is the gap. He needs to find that time this lap if he wants a chance. Because all he needs is that DRS and that last straight, and he's got a shot at it, but he's got to find it now.
He's got to find 7/10 going down the boulevard and going down Colville Lane, which is the entrance into Turn 5. We'll see what happens down the straight here. Jack Hockey is nursing a 1.5, almost 1 3/4 second lead. Alistar is falling completely away, so it's going to be on Jelt and Jelt alone. Jack Hockey has no ERS left. Jelt has very, very little. Tom Carter sets the fastest lap and steals the extra point away from, I believe it might have been, not Matty Robbo, it might have been Jack Hockey.
I think it was Jelt. But Matty Robbo is held on to P4 down the straight. He's healthy on ERS. We've got 1 to go here. Just started our final lap. Jack Hockey with a 1.9 second lead over Jelt, who was leading the race for the majority before a mistake in the last few laps.
P6.
J-Ray is there.
Here comes the Alpine and J-Ray.
J-Ray is there.
Valbo's with him.
Oh no. Oh, he's got so much more grip than Tiske.
Oh. Good grief, Alpine. Unfortunately for Jelt, he made a small mistake, it seems like, and he lost a half a second. So as long as Jack Hockey keeps it out of the barrier into 12, I don't see him making the mistake into 16 that Jelt had made. going down the Las Vegas Strip for the last time here tonight. Jack Hockey, the EU2 championship leader, somehow managing to have a lucky rabbit's foot firmly in his hindquarters.
Jerry wasn't able to sneak by Tiske yet. Matty Robbo, the only one without DRS out of this group.
And he's draining his ERS. He's gonna hold on, J-Ray! Tiske and J-Ray fighting for P5. We're gonna go to the leader here. Jack Hockey coming on to turn 17. He's gonna win the inaugural EU2 Las Vegas Grand Prix. P2. LA Star's gonna get the P3. Matty Robo, oh my god! He got to the line. He got to the line.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
Kept seeing now the next car to cross the line. And Jill actually because he left the session.
He left the session. He's definitely P2.
Yep. This is the glitch that happened to Shamboy earlier this year, remember?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Alright, well, finishing order one last time. It'll be Jack Hockey with Jill Teldorn in second, Ali Star third, Matty Rebel fourth, Tiske fifth, J-Ray sixth, Vabo seventh, Almanac eighth, Kepsi ninth, Mantis 10th, rounding out the points, Konzo 11th. Then we got Jack Carter, no, not Jack Carter, Tom Carter. I mixed up Jack Hockey and Tom Carter. But Tom Carter is in P13. He did set the fastest lap, and Borja our only DNF of the night.
That is crazy. But yeah, Jilt definitely leaving the lobby out of frustration. You see the carnage at the line there. Jeez.
Apparently the tractors have not made it out yet to pick those cars up.
Driver of the day is Ali Star, according to the game. I'm going to go with Matty Robo from P11 to P4.
Either way, a Mercedes taking the driver of the day and an Alfa Romeo taking the top step on the podium. Jack Hockey extends his championship lead through maybe a stroke of a bit of luck. It looked like Jilt did have the pace today to take the win, but you don't have to have the pace to win always. You just got to get lucky. So very, very well driven for him. Yeah. Obviously, if he made any mistakes at any point, he wouldn't have had that luck come to him. So brilliant race from Jack Hockey, you have to say, coming back from P6 to finish on the top step.
Absolutely. Actually, well, P5 is starting position. I see why the game awarded Ali Star the driver of the day, 13th to 3rd. Nice little job by him.
And on top of that, he was on the mediums at the end, right? The 19 lap old mediums, he pushed those two, so pitting on lap 6 for them. You gotta say, it was a brilliant drive from both Mercedes, but Ali Star deserves that podium today, guys. And Matty does also deserve that P4. Brilliant drive, managing the ERS, managing the race. So, yeah. What a race, dude. What a race.
Absolutely. What a race. I think we could do something for the first time this season, potentially.
What you think?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if we could get interviews into the booth.
Ooh.
Potential?
Who we got? We got Jack Hockey on PlayStation, Ali Star on Xbox, and it'll be Jilt. I mean, I can get them all into a Discord VC, most likely.
Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Which would mean I'd have to go over to I'd have to go over to my phone.
If you have the EU2 chat, you want to ping them and let them know we're gonna do some interviewing.
Give me 1 second, kind sir. Oh, jeez. Not the EU2 announcements channel. What am I doing? Alright, so it was Jack Hockey, Jilt, and Ali Star. Okay, we'll see real quick.
well, while we got time, I guess just to shout out to all the EU2 drivers giving us a entertaining race today, and everybody who joined us to watch. It was quite the
All right,
spectacle, as
so
it
we're not
always
going to have
is.
Jilt.
Oh,
We're
no
not
Jilt.
going to have Jilt. No Jilt. He has a test tomorrow. Jack Hockey, potentially, yes.
Oh, yep. I see some names popping in the booth now.
That's Jack.
All right, well, shall we get started with Mr. Jack Hockey then, Storm?
Yeah.
Oh, his mic definitely just disconnected.
I definitely just disconnected that. That was terrible. Not join muted, join voice. That'd be great. Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to go from one to the other. Give me 2 seconds.
Yo, Jack, just say something quick. I don't know if I can hear you on my end. Huh, that's weird. One sec. All right, try again.
Ta-da.
Yeah, I think I got you
Okay.
guys now. Yep, there we go.
Perfect. So, Jack Hockey extending your championship lead again tonight. A little bit of luck involved in that, though, because Jilt was definitely the dominant car. Sometimes it's just better to have a rabbit's foot stuck up your hindquarters like you did tonight. But tell me a little bit about your race from your end.
Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, obviously I did get really lucky with what happened to Jelt, but his teammate was basically did a best impression of Sergio Perez and dive bombed me and damaged my car. So from after the safety car, I literally had a damaged wing throughout the whole race.
Oh,
So
no.
obviously, like, I just couldn't catch him up because obviously in the first stint, I don't know if you guys seen it, I messed up my qualifying. I couldn't get a lap together. But in the race, I was actually almost a second behind him before the first safety car. So I thought we were going to have a good race again. But obviously, yeah, I was just managing that damage throughout the second stint on the hard tyres. I was just like, I'll take second place. Like, obviously, it's good points at the end of the day. But I couldn't believe my eyes, to be honest. I seen a yellow flag in sector 3. I was like, there's no way that's Jelt. And obviously, yeah, you're just there. So I couldn't believe it.
There's definitely a bit of confusion on our end too. The yellow flag came out, and I was just looking at the map, and I was like, "Who could that be? Who could that be?" And then your name popped into first, and I was like, "Oh my God, Jilt spun out. There's no way." So yeah, a little bit of luck, but like you said, the quality you started in P6 and obviously made your way back up to P2. So you had to have known in the early stages the pace was there, and you had a bit of bad luck getting a broken wing, but then a lot of bad luck, a lot of good luck getting the position on Jilt at the end. So I guess it kind of evened itself out, hey?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely even itself out. Like, it was insane because obviously I went for a really high straight line speed setup, and yeah, it would have been a good race. I know Jelt was really good through the corners and stuff, so it would have been it definitely would have been interesting to see if we could have kept it wheel to wheel. But yeah, just mad luck. I'll take it because obviously I'm missing the next 2 races, so I'll take all the luck I can get.
You're missing the next 2 races? Ooh.
Yeah, unfortunately,
So
I
that's gonna
got
be
work commitments.
That's going to be the off week where you guys are actually racing Monaco and then Hungary next week?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
So I would have missed 1 race if it wasn't for the Monaco thing.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's going to be brutal. So
Yeah.
I think it's a 30-point lead now may turn into a 20-point deficit with 2 races to go. This is going to get very interesting very quickly.
Yeah.
BK, any other closing remarks as far as a whole before we go to the outro?
No, I think just now knowing that Jack Hockey had a little bit of a broken wing, we have to commend him on such a brilliant drive and championship caliber drive, showing what you can do. Like I said at the end, you weren't at Jelt's pace. We didn't know because it was because of the wing. But if you had made any mistakes at any point, then you wouldn't have had that opportunity to win the race. So really well done for you. Congratulations. And
Yeah.
that's all I've got really. Deathstorm, you got anything
Thank
else?
you. Thank you,
No,
Paul.
actually,
Yeah, you're welcome.
commend for both. Commend for that as well. Same thing here. In closing, great race by the podium and as a whole, to be fully honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, being that it is a inaugural race, what did you think of the track? That'll be my last question for you.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrible. It's like driving on ice, honestly, especially on the hard tires.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
I'm in the minority here. I had my best finish of the season last night. I thought it was terrible to drive. It looks weird because it looks like a pig on a rotisserie, but it doesn't. To me, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, it just to me it just lacks a lot of what some of the best tracks have. And that's like the elevation changes the character. Fun turns. This is not one part of the track that I enjoy. So I'm with you, Jack Hockey.
I mean, I get it. I get it. We'll just agree to disagree. But with that being said, tune in to AM1 hosted by Lane Abraham tonight. That is 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for me and BK. That I believe is 2 or 3 a.m. over for the Central European, 2 a.m. for the Britain. And then rounding out the week here in Contest of Speed will be EU1. I believe that is Racer on comms. I'm not 100% sure for the EU1 side of things. But for Jack Hockey, for BK, for the rest of EU2, this is Deathstorm, and we will see you guys next week from Budapest, Hungary. Until then, everybody be safe, be well, and we'll talk to you then.
Bang. Good job. We're off.
Perfect. Holy shit, dude.
Good stuff.
Oh my god.
All right, dude. I am going to get off the comms account, and I am going to lay the smacketh down on 3 children.